Staff at this hospital in Chicago continues the frontline work of testing as the city battles the COVID-19 pandemic. The number of deaths from the virus is still on the rise in Chicago, which remains in lockdown. But here and across the US, there is talk of opening up the economy once again. One element that could be critical in order for that to happen is antibody testing.
Antibody testing is an exciting next step. It's going to help us understand who has had the virus, who's been exposed to the point where the immune system was triggered, and then who carries immunity.
One of the largest antibody studies is being carried out by Beaumont Health, the largest hospital system in Michigan. 38,000 of its employees will be tested, as well as thousands of additional physicians and affiliates.
Our healthcare teams, our frontline workers go to work every day trying to protect themselves, and we'd like to relieve some of that anxiety and let our doctors and our nurses and our respiratory therapists go to work with some understanding of if they've got immunity or not.
Tyler Swift is an employee of Beaumont Health. He had COVID-19 in February, but only knew for sure through the antibody test.
It felt to me a lot like a cold. It was very hard-hitting cold. I only found out that I had actually had COVID-19 because of the antibody test.
In recognition of the urgency, the US Food and Drug Administration relaxed rules for antibody tests. But some lab experts are concerned that's led to too many tests being used of varying quality.
We now have at least 90 tests on the market, and we don't know about the accuracy of their results. Having many inaccurate tests is worse than having no tests at all.
Despite those concerns, antibody testing programs should provide a much clearer picture as to how many people have been infected by the virus. It may also provide clues as to what proportion has immunity and even how long that immunity may last. That information could then be used to inform governments as to when it would be possible to begin the process of opening up their economies.
We would hope that would then translate more into the rest of our societies, and which people can get back into jobs where they may be exposed.
There is still a number of questions that need answering around COVID-19, not least whether a person can be reinfected and therefore carry and spread the virus. But as the race for the vaccine continues, the results of these antibody tests are likely to be critical, not just in the fight against the virus, but in determining when life can begin to get back to at least a sense of normality. Dan Williams, CGTN, Chicago.